Welcome to Crypt Keeper Aquatics. My name is Tim, and today's video has been a collaboration effort with Grant and Shelby over to the Garden of Eder. Welcome to the American Shrimp Contest at Aquashella Chicago 2022. Out of the 65 tanks that were set up, only 53 shrimp were actually entered. Some of them either perished on the way or never ended up making it, such as my own. Mine died in the hotel room before I had a chance to drop them off, unfortunately. But out of everyone that did enter, absolutely all of them look stunning, so let's dive right in. Category 1 was made up of 11 entries of Neo Cardina shrimp. Up first we have one of my favorite varieties, the yellow Neos. They look like little highlighters swimming all through your tank. Here we have some blue Neos. Not sure if they're blue dreams or blue diamonds, but I do know that they are beautiful. Okay, I'll stop with the jokes. This tool that you see in the tank here is how the judges determine the size of the shrimp. So each of those lines is 1 centimeter long. I'm using it so that my camera can help find the shrimp and focus in on them easier. And here's some more of those bright yellow glow sticks for you guys to look at. Who needs glowfish when you've got these? After I saw these Emerald Neos, I just had to have some of my own, so I found a vendor at the event that had some, and so I've got a colony of those started. But the green that you're seeing on the emeralds is nothing like the green jades. This is a lot nicer. So if you haven't seen them for yourself in person, definitely get yourself some. Blood Mary shrimp are said to be a deeper, more saturated red than your average cherry shrimp, and these definitely did not disappoint. I mean, that shell is so vividly red, it's incredible. I've never seen such high quality cherry shrimp as what I saw at the event today. All of the ones that I've ever seen are the lower grades apparently. The ones that I get here locally sold a little bit of a higher grade than it really is, I'm guessing, but none of them are that full in color, so that was really incredible to see. I don't think it's possible for the color to get any more solid than on these orange Neos. That's just truly impressive. So far in this contest, every single one of these shrimp have been a way higher grade than anything I've ever seen before, and these green jades, they're no exception to that. Just take a look at how deep that green is. And here's just a couple more examples of the cherries that were sent in, and like I said, they're way better quality than anything I've ever seen in person. And up next is category 2, which is Caridina Crystal. So this category basically just has 3 different types. It's going to be the white line, the red line, or the black line. This category only had 5 entries into it, so there wasn't a huge amount of competition, but every one of the entries were really good grades. You can see the white is really white. It's not like a off-white or peach color or anything like that coming through. And they've got the 1 stripe on the head, the little bit on the tail. It's mostly a white shrimp, so that's definitely a plus. This here's a shrimp I've never seen in person. One of the many I've never seen in person anyway. The pure white line. These guys, I didn't think I was gonna like them that much, but I really enjoyed them, and it was one of the shrimp that were donated to the volunteers. So I did get to bring a bag of these home, which is super cool. Thank you. I think next year I'm going to have to ask Grant and Shelby for special permission to just remove the moss before taking video, because as you can see, it's getting in the way of a couple of these shrimps. For category 3, there were 8 entries total. They're the Taiwan B category. I don't know how anyone could not love that blue and black color on these shadow pandas. That's really beautiful. For those of you who really like the red crystals but are looking for a Taiwan bee to start a project with, the red wine pandas are a really nice choice. This colony here from Plamski was also donated to volunteers, and so those 5 got brought home with me as well. I'm going to be starting a colony of those, so thank you so much. I don't think my camera's really doing justice to some of these blue vaults because they were super dark and colorful in person. I think my camera's trying to hide a little bit of that from you guys, so just know that they were a lot better looking in person. Category 4 only had 5 entries, and that was the Caridina Tigers category. These orange-eyed royal blue tigers are so dark blue that they almost look black. Even in person, even with putting a second light over top, they really look dark. Unfortunately, not all shrimp that get entered will meet the requirements and qualifications. This tangerine tiger that was entered in did not meet the requirements because it is a wild type tiger. I just love how the red stripes are over top of like a yellow body. That looks really cool. I'm definitely going to have to find a source for some of these because I really like them. Alright, I think it's time for the largest section of all. Category 5 is the Caridina crossbreeds. There were a total of 16 entries in this category, so definitely the largest category of all. There were a few entries for red fancy tigers, which I thought was pretty cool. I've never seen these in person. They look really, really great. I'm probably going to get a tank set up with these very soon. You like the red fancy tigers? Well, here's some really nice black fancy tigers for you to gaze at. So this here's a boa. This shrimp is one of the more special ones. I never thought that I'd see one enter in the contest, but here we are. And later in the video, there's actually a second one that got entered as well, so stay tuned for that. So just like those orange-eye red tigers, I really like this red and yellow mix that the golden calcios have. I don't know why, I just really like those two colors together on a shrimp. It looks really, really cool. It's really cool that a few people brought Galaxy Pintos to the contest because I've got some. I've got both black and red, and so I can see some differences between mine versus these that maybe I might want to try to selectively breed for in the future. This next shrimp coming up, I didn't even know existed until I saw it. So this is a yellow galaxy. I absolutely love the color and pattern on the red galaxies. They're really, really, really cool. So I want you to pay attention to the pattern on the tail of this shrimp here, the red one. And then take a look at the next one coming up, which is the black galaxy. I just find it really interesting that the same type of shrimp can produce so many different patterns, and it's not just because one's red and one's black. It's just a different pattern that you can selectively breed for with either of the two colors. Be sure to go splash that like button and hit the subscribe. That way you can be notified every time I upload more shrimp videos for you. Coming up here, we have a couple more groups of boa shrimp for you. I just love their colors. Didn't show up too awful well on camera, but they are like a metallic shimmer to them, and they're like a blue tint to it. So these next two shrimp varieties were sent in by Michael Esposito, and I've got some of the Yellow King Kong rilli culls. I got them from Ryan Hoagland, and so I've got a couple that have that middle stripe there. I've got a couple with the head stripe, and I've got some that are solids. Well, I was talking to Mike at the event, and he was letting me know that the ones that have the head spot, they're actually called a headless horseman. So that's pretty cool. I've got a second variety I can get separated into its own tank and try to get them to breed true. And now for the final category, number 6, the Caridina crossbreeds that have the eye morphs. So that's going to be hollow eye or orange eye. Up first, we have the Orange Eye Red King Kong, or Red Devils as they're also called. The Orange Eye definitely adds some character to these guys. The Red King Kong's already a really beautiful shrimp all on its own, but then you add those orange eyes to it, and it just really, really makes it pop. And then this one here is a Black Devil, which is a Black King Kong Orange Eye. Same thing, just a solid black shrimp with orange eyes, and it looks really, really cool. Definitely Halloween vibes. The Orange Eye Lapis was probably my favorite out of all the entries into the Orange Eye category. The red devil shrimp definitely look cool. I love the red shrimp, and then adding in the orange eyes on top of that, it just makes it that much better. So this next shrimp did not video very well for me. It's the orange eye green. The head was a little bit more green than what you're seeing in the video here, but not much. There was that orange to it. I was talking to Ryan while at the event, and he said that that's a little bit due to the shipping stress, so I'd be interested to see what they look like after they're comfortable in a tank. And that there's the last tank, so let's see who won. thank you all for watching, and once again, a special thanks to Grant and Shelby for all the information they were able to send over for me to get this video together.